2020 census quickly approaching. Those surveys should arrive in your mailbox come the second week of March.
Across the valley, city and county leaders stressing participation. A higher population count means more federal funding for our area. Channel 5's Marisol Villarreal has tonight's special report.
The more people participate, the more congressional representation. Every 10 years by law, a census count of the country's population must take place. In the past census counts, millions were missed according to local government leaders, in great part due to a growing population, but also because many felt that the census questionnaire was too long. This year's 2020 census questionnaire will only have 9 questions, much less than the 40 questions people had to fill out 10 years ago.
10 years ago, unfortunately, the U.S. Census did not do the best job. We did not do the best job to ensure that everybody in the Rio Grande Valley had been counted.
Delilah Garcia with the U.S. Census Bureau says thousands of residents in the Rio Grande Valley were not counted, which resulted in the loss of millions of dollars, which are used to benefit the population, especially in infrastructure projects such as roads and highways. This time around, Garcia says they want to avoid the mistakes from 10 years ago.
If we want more health care, we want more hospitals, emergency centers, we want more education, higher education, universities, all of that is determined by the population count. We have $675 billion available. So we want a piece of the pie.
Every 10 years, people from across the nation fill out a questionnaire that provides critical data needed to provide an accurate count of the population. And though the census is mandated by the Constitution, some residents in the valley might be afraid to participate. Marta Sanchez, coordinator with La Unión del Pueblo Entero, or Lupe, says that she's witnessed firsthand what valley residents' concerns are.
Information, they lack information, the language barrier, and also just people are so busy trying to survive that they don't really have time to learn about what is the importance of the census.
Sanchez says another common concern is immigration status.
If the people don't have documents, they tend to think that they don't want the government to have this information.
But all the information, Garcia explains, submitted on the questionnaire is protected by Title 13 of the U.S. Constitution. If a census worker is caught misusing anyone's personal information, they could be sentenced to prison for 5 years or pay a fine.
That means I took an oath, and all the employees that work for the census take an oath for life to not be able to divulge any personal information on the form. We need to make sure that we fill out the census questionnaire. Every single person counts.
Anyone can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. If you don't get a chance to fill out a form, a census worker will knock on your door in May. In the studio, Marisol Villarreal, Channel 5 News at 10.